Well, good morning, managerial communication students. This is week number 6 in our 8-week Business 22 managerial communications class here at Norco College. And this week, you're going to be diving into the topic of persuasive sales messages. And the assignment that you'll be doing is going to be a persuasive letter, as we'll look at in just a moment. And you're also going to be looking a little bit at reports in the digital workplace. We're not going to be writing a report in this class, but keep in mind there's quite a bit that goes into a report. And if you'll note, if you look up any report online, it's not just an essay. It has all kinds of text design. It has headings and bullet lists and bold text. It has graphics, has tables, has images. A well put together report has many visual elements to it. And this is not just true in a report, it's also true in all of your writing assignments. You should be utilizing many text design elements, bullet lists, headings, bold text, short single space paragraphs. Your document should not look like an essay, and it should never be all plain text. So if you continue to turn that in, you'll get lower scores each week on those papers. So I'll be talking about all that in this video. So let's go ahead and take a look at what assignments that you will be completing this week. So I'm going to go to our class. Here we are in Canvas. Let's scroll down. We're in module number 2 still. This is our last week in module 2, and then we'll be doing our last module, which will be 2 weeks long. So here we are in module number 2, week number 6. So again, you have the PowerPoint for both chapters here. You have your check-in assignment on chapters 10 and 11. Again, continue the good work by including the question and the page number where you found it. That is a requirement because students were using AI to answer the questions. So I need to know that you've looked in the book. And then there's writing assignment. So this is one I'll talk about in a second. And then you have your second exam, just so you know. So this week ends with exam number 2. It's all multiple choice. So don't worry about having to do any writing assignments on that, but your final assignment, your final exam is cumulative. We'll look at that in a couple of weeks, and it does include a writing assignment, which is a memo. I'll give you that. So make sure you know how and remember how to format a memo. But anyway, you have your exam number 2, so make sure you complete that. It's worth 100 points. As far as the writing assignment number 3, now this is a letter. So far you've written a memo. You've written an email last week, which was a negative news email. Now you're going to be working on a persuasive letter, and this is a sales letter. So the idea here is you're really trying to persuade me. So make sure you really drive home what you want me to do. In this case, it is a pitch for you, for me to subscribe to Organic Greens, which is a free, not a free, but is a delivery, fresh produce delivery service. And they have many good selling points as to why you might want to do this. So remember that you're going to be now introduced, I guess I should say, you don't know this, but you're going to be introduced to a new method. It's a persuasive method that is used in all the business communications books that you will read. It's called the AIDA method, AIDA, and it stands for grab my attention, build my interest, create desire by removing any resistance I might have, and then ask or call me to action at the end. And I'm really a stickler about that last one, that you really need to drive home what you want me to do. Sign up today, get started now. Here's how, and make it very easy for me to respond. Provide a web link, a phone number for me to call right there in your document. So if you just say, well, I hope that you'll join, well, you've lost it, right? You didn't drive it home. So grab my attention. That's the first A. So you should definitely paint a picture of what you're going to provide, what you can guarantee, what this is going to do for me. So paint a beautiful picture right off the bat. First paragraph, how wonderful it could be to have fresh produce delivered to your home, or just fresh produce every day compared to the stuff that's got pesticides in it, right? Secondly, build my interest. So give me all the reasons why I should do this, why I should consider organic greens. You're free of pesticides, it's local farmers, there's all kinds of great reasons. So give me your arguments. You technically should give me 2 logical arguments and 1 emotional argument for why I should consider organic greens. Number 3, the third thing is create desire. And how you do that is, I might be thinking, well, this sounds really good, but it's going to be expensive, or it's going to be inconvenient. So you need to anticipate that objection, overcome my resistance, and then that's how you create desire. You might even also offer a discount. That's another way that you can push me over the edge. So that's the D of the AIDA method. And then finally, again, ask or action, drive it home, make it very clear what you want me to do. So the scenario is that this is a organic greens provides, fresh produce, organically grown, no pesticides by local farmers. So you're dealing with your own community, and it can be delivered to your house. It's very convenient and even has delivery times, things like that. So based off of that scenario, I want you to send me, a potential customer, a letter persuading me to or sign up for a subscription to Organic Greens. Now, keep in mind, this is a persuasive letter, and a persuasive message is very much like a negative message in that you should use the indirect strategy. If you come right out off the beginning and say, subscribe to Organic Greens, I don't even know what it is, and I don't want it, and I don't even read any further. I shut you down. So you got to build me up. And that's where this method comes in. So really, you shouldn't even drive it home until the end exactly what you want me to do. So don't mention subscription until you get to the call to action at the very end. Just sell me on Organic Greens and then say, will you subscribe today at the very end? And that's the right way to use this method. So I'll be looking that you use the indirect strategy we learned about last week. That start with getting my attention, building my interest, creating desire by removing my resistance, and then finally drive it home. What do you want me to do? Make it clear and easy in that last ask. That's how you should format your document. Of course, it also needs to be formatted like a letter, so make sure you look at the sample letters throughout your book. I also provide a couple in the assignment instructions, so make sure that you utilize all of the resources that are available to you. So that's it. So that's what you'll be working on this week. Let's take a look again at the assignments this week just to kind of wrap it up. So let's go back to our modules. So here we are, week number 6. So again, you have a check-in assignment, you have a writing assignment, and you have the exams. So have a great week. If you need to get a hold of me, reach out to me during my office hours, or if not, reach out to me via email or text, and we can set something up. Have a great week. See you next week, or you'll see me next week.